I didn't actually have the camera on at the time because I was waiting for a bite, but we've just got the first fish. It's a nice size skimmer, I think, or it may even actually be the elusive silver bream. There's a lot of silver bream in this particular stretch as well. Yes, it is. It is indeed our silver bream. Yeah, I was just counting the rays on the anal fin. On the silver bream, compared to the younger common bream, hold still, I'll keep him like that, I think. The silver bream has got less than 23 rays to its anal fins, and it also tends to have these little bulging eyes there. Anyway, that's our first fish of the evening. That's a bonus. I was hoping to catch one of those, but there's never a guarantee that you can when you're actually fishing for these things. But that's good. In you go. Good evening, it's Thursday the 28th of October. It's just 10 past 4. I've come up the canal again tonight. It's quite breezy, there's quite a breeze blowing up here. There's a lot of rain coming in later after 6 o'clock, and it's raining for about the next 4 days, so I thought I'd get out while I could. And slightly different this evening. So I've got a 12.5-foot match rod here. It's got a little bit more backbone than the 13-foot rod. Still sticking with the centre pin reel. I've got 3-pound main line on here, a 3-pound hook link, down to a size 10 hook because I'm going to be fishing a bread flake. And I like a size 10 for bread flake, and on here I've got an antenna float, 4BB plus, fixed top and bottom. I've got a bulk shot most of the way down, and then about 5 inches from off the bottom I've got 2 number 4s, and they're actually just going to sit on the bottom. So what I'm looking for is a lift bite or a nice slide away bite. For baits, or for bait should I say, I've got bread flake. So from a couple of freshly steamed slices, take out a nice pinch of flake, put that round the hook, squeeze that round, and that will stay on there for quite some time, just leaving the point of the hook exposed. And in here I've got some blitzed bread rather than my usual mashed bread. I just blitz this up, and I'm going to be feeding some handfuls of this out at the end of the rod. I've picked a mark across the far side of where I'm going to bait to and where I'm going to fish. Squeeze myself a nice ball of bread because the canal is towing a bit and I want that to go down. Oh, it's just breaking up lovely there. It's pouring down like snow, that is. That has just gone down absolutely beautifully. Right, I've got the minimum amount of gear. I've got a disgorger behind my ear, nothing else out because I'm fishing, as I said, from now it's 4:15. I'm fishing up until it gets dark at about 6:30, I think it is, and I might even stop an hour or so beyond that. They must be all relocating, I think. Anyway, as I said earlier, it's liquidised bread that I've got. I normally do prefer mashed bread, but I just liquidised it today. Save getting in a mess. But I do prefer mashed bread as a general rule. Right, we've just had that silver bream, and I've moved the camera and turned the box round. So I've got my back a little bit onto the wind. I've just had 3 boats go past on the trot, so I don't know how that'll affect things, but hopefully we shouldn't see too many more shortly, and perhaps there'll still be a few fish about, or I'll put another ball of bread in and perhaps bring a few fish back with any luck. But I was quite pleased about catching the silver bream. Now that I've had one, I'll hold the rod for a bit. Because hopefully we might get another if the boats haven't disturbed it too much. I'll put another squeeze of bread in and see if we can bring something back. I'm actually fishing down a little ledge where that float is. If I was to come back about a foot this way, it comes up about 4 to 6 inches, and I'm just over the top, sitting on the top, and I'm just down the other side at the moment, which is where I was hoping the fish will patrol a little bit. Oh, here comes the ducks. Better not feed for a bit, they'll be straight round me. I've just seen a couple of bubbles come up the other side of the float. Let's see, first signs of activity I've had since the boats have gone past. It's like boat central up there, everybody's gone past and moored further up. Yeah, there's some just down from the float, about a foot, 2 foot down from the float. They look a little bit like hybrid bubbles. When I've caught hybrids in the past, I've often noticed a few of these pinprick bubbles coming up. But skimmers also do the same, so Evening. At least they went over the other side. Along with the ducks. I'll just let that settle and then I'll put another ball of bread in, I think. Oh, I think we have. Oh, yeah, here we go. Thought that had got off just for a second. Just had that little bit of a lift on the float and then away it slid again. You should perhaps have been able to see it on the camera. It's, I've got a feeling it's another silver bream. Yes, it is. I thought it was a little hybrid at first, but it's a little silver bream. I found one of those. It's a good fish. It's lovely. Just thinking about whether to stay on much longer because it's been so quiet this evening. Of course, with the late boats coming, I was wondering whether it was worth it. It's half term, you see, this week, so there's people grabbing holidays with their children. As I said, clocks go back next week. There won't be people holidaying with their children, so I was thinking about leaving it till next week. Might be the better option, but I think now that I've just had that one, I'll stick it out a little bit longer, see if something else will turn up. You do get these lovely slide away bites with this method of fishing. Right, well, you can just about make me out. I was hoping to get a fish to end on, but it doesn't look like we're going to at the moment. I think I'm going to wrap it up here now. I'm not going to stay any longer tonight, and I think what I'll do is I'll leave it till next week. We've got next few days, it's lashing it down with rain, and then the clocks go back on the weekend, as I've said, and it gets dark earlier. It's not half term, there won't be any or there won't be so many boats about, and hopefully they'll have moored up by the time I come down the canal, and I can spend a couple of hours fishing in the dark, and I'll try again for some roach and some hybrids. So until the next time, thank you for watching and all the best with your angling.